Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mike and you're watching Triple T Acres, and we're out here at the tower blind because we got some really cool updates that we're going to be doing to this. I've got my side-by-side loaded up with everything I think I need. Let me show you what we're going to be adding to it. I'm going to get some of this stuff unloaded. I've got it packed down. We're going to be adding some chairs, which that's not a big deal. One's a camping chair. I actually spent some money and got a good hunting chair here. I'll show you that here in just a second. I've got an extension cord and a shop vac because we're actually going to be installing a light and a light switch. And I'm going to power this thing with a portable power station. I've got a solar panel, which I'm hoping to get this thing put up on the roof. We'll see, I might have to go get a ladder at the house for that. But this right here, this is going to be the electricity that I'm going to be having inside this box blind. It's really neat. It's 600 watts. It's made by All Powers. I've got two outlets on it, and I'm actually going to wire it directly to a light switch. And I've got a red light. It's supposed to not alert the deer as much as a regular light, so we're going to be wiring that up here in just a minute. But I've got this big portable power station that's actually by JXWVU. Check out one of my videos. I did a whole review on this, but it's going to be what's going to power my shop vac, because I'm going to be drilling holes. We're going to be making some sawdust, and I want to get it all cleaned up in there for this season. So let's get all this stuff out and start installing. Get some windows opened up in here. These all have nice little locks, and I got a wire hanging here, so if a deer comes in, hook into that. This one comes up too. So what I want to do is I want to put a light box here, and then I'm going to add a switch here. Now, we're not going to be hunting with the light on. It's just going to be when we're packing up or when we're coming in, we need just a little bit of light. But that's why I got red lights, hoping in theory that it's not going to scare the deer as much. So let's get all this stuff wired up. Hopefully it'll work. Well, we've got it all wired up. I've got to come back in here with some wire ties to get these things stapled to the wall to get the wires all cleaned up, but it is all wired up. Now is the moment of truth. Let's turn this power station on, plug it in, and see if it works. Turn the power on. And what I actually did at the other end, I went ahead and wired a plug on the end of this. Now, you could use an extension cord and do the same thing, and if I had to do it over again, I would probably get an extension cord, but this is old 12-2 wire that I had laying around from a previous project. So let's plug this thing in, power the AC. Okay, we're at 98%. Let's see if this thing works. Beautiful. Now, it's light outside right now, so I'll be curious to see how much light this creates. I don't want it to create a ton of light. I just need to see what I'm doing when I'm packing up to come in or packing up to come out. Super cool. All right, so now we need to clean up our mess, and I can do that because I have this awesome portable power station from JXWVU. This thing is actually 2,500 watts. Super nice to have one of these things. I didn't realize how handy they were until I got one. I mean, I'm out here in the woods with no power, and bring this and I'm back in business. So I turn it on here, and I've got my handy shop vac over here, which is gonna clean it up. And I still think it is absolutely crazy that something like this can power a shop vac, no problem. Let's just make sure before we head up there. Amazing. All right, let's go get it cleaned up. That's good enough for a hunting blind. Now that thing is not powerful enough to power this shop vac, but really the whole point of that thing is to be able to keep my phone charged, keep my batteries charged if I want to film my hunts, power this light. Should be perfect. Just a few more final touches here and we should be good to go. But this one right here is going to be the difference maker. And that is a portable buddy heater. And I've already tested this thing out in the wintertime when I had this thing on the ground up by my barn, and it was sub 10 degrees outside. And within 10 minutes of that thing not even being insulated but closed up, I had 70 degrees in there. So this is gonna be really nice when it starts getting really, really cold. And then the final things I wanna add to it are these chairs. And then I've got a solar panel, and I haven't decided how I wanna hook that up yet, whether I wanna put it on the ground or mount it to the ceiling, but we'll see here in just a few minutes. Well, let's get this stuff up into the blind. Man, this is gonna be a nice chair. And if you're interested in any of this stuff that I've got that I'm adding to my blind, I'm gonna put a link to all of them in the description. So go down there and check it out if you wanna buy any of this stuff. But all right, we've got the nice swivel chair and then our buddy heater. And this is the solar panel that I was talking about. It just folds out like this. And then I can either set it up on the ground. I don't need a ton of light because again, I'm barely gonna be using any power out of that thing. It's gonna be powering my phone and things like that. So if it can get just a few watts a day to top it off, because I'm not gonna be pulling anything out of it on a constant basis. Probably just set it up down there as I need it. All right guys, we have everything in here. We've got the buddy heater, my chair for a hunting buddy who wants to join me, the actual hunting chair itself, the swivels, portable power station with a spare bulb there on a light switch. Pretty awesome. And then I got to show you my view, guys. Window here, overlooking a food plot that's actually doing really, really well. All right, everybody. Well, that is all the upgrades that I added to my box blind, and I think it's going to make this season really, really comfortable, being able to get out of the weather in there, keep my phone charged, keep my GoPro charged, and even stay warm with that buddy heater. But guys, if you're interested in any of the things that I added to this blind, check the description out below. I'll have all the links to all those items. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. But until next time, we'll see you in the next video.